Hey everyone, I am back for the last subscriber's request that I am honoring for today. And so this request has come in from Rukia. You have requested me to do a celebrity reading on Mingyu and Wonwoo, members from K-pop group 17. And overall, you wanted to know, as with my other requests, about the dynamics and chemistry surrounding Mingyu and Wonwoo's friendship. You want to know particularly is something about their friendship that is special, and you wanted to know what makes their bond different from the other members of the group. So we're going to tap in and see. And speaking of which, just so you guys know that Mingyu zodiac sign is an Aries, so he's a fire sign, and Wonwoo zodiac sign is a Cancer, so he's a water sign. Now, before we get into the cards, and please bear with me on this one, I must say when I had to. First and foremost, I want to say when I had to kind of look up to see exactly what their, when their birthday was to get their sign, I will say when I looked at Mingyu, he is very handsome, standing 6 feet tall, 2 inches, very nice. I said to myself as I looked into his eyes, because the eyes tells a story, so I like to always look into the person's eyes. And when I looked at him, there's a strong presence about him, very confident. And I said, he has to be a fire sign. Now, this was before I actually was Googling. So while I was Googling to see when his birthday was and said, he got to be a fire sign. Didn't know which fire element he was. But once it popped up and it showed his, birthday, and I looked it up, he was, in fact, an Aries. And I'm like, it makes sense. It fits. Because Aries, as we know, they start off the zodiac chart, but they're about always seem to have them in high regard when I do my readings, because Aries, they are about how he represents a strong presence. They are go-getters. They have a lot of passion, but they are very much, in control of the things that they do and what they want. So it's very fitting. But I just had to put that out there, and I'm pretty sure some of you will agree with me as well that he is very, very handsome. But anyway, that's just a little fun that I had to put out there on this Wednesday afternoon, everyone. But anyway, let's get into the cards. Let's see what is the friendship dynamics between these two members. So I will tell you, it's beautiful. It is very beautiful. When I was going through the cards and interpreting the message behind it, I kind of got a little emotional, because it's beautiful to have a friendship like this. And I just finished doing a reading from another subscriber for the friendship that was between as well. They are also from, I believe, 17. Yes. I just did Scoops and Jae Hong's relationship. And just as I picked up the same type of message that they are very good friends, and that they are tight, I get the same thing between these two members, Mingyu and Wonwoo, that their friendship is very special. So it makes sense when you ask me, or you wanted to know what makes their bond special, is because it's a bond that is very rare. Okay, not that there can't be friendships like that, but two guys like that have, well, let's get into it. So the first card we got, now bear in mind that Wonwoo's sign is a Cancer, so he's a water sign. So his energy is pretty much, starting out, because we have here the Eight of Cups. And it shows that whenever he is feeling out of sorts, right? Whenever he's like scatterbrained, it's because he have a lot going on. Whatever that may be, something in his personal life, or maybe when it comes to within the dynamics of them working together, I feel that whenever it is that he is out of sorts and just have a lot going on, I feel that that's where he needs someone to kind of come in and help him. And that's where Mingyu comes in at. Because Mingyu is an Aries, right? So I feel that he really, really appreciates the support that he gets from Mingyu. Now, to clarify that Eight of Cups, we have here again the Seven of Cups, and we have the King of Cups. So he is definitely very emotional, and I will say that their friendship, or when it comes to their personalities, they are opposites, because Cancers, being a water element, they are more emotional, and sometimes with anything, when you're too emotional about things, sometimes it can kind of drain you. It kind of keeps you from really getting to the real issue at hand because you're so built up with emotions. But this is where Mingyu comes in at and kind of helps him to put things back in perspective. He's there to uplift him, to support him, very strong. And I feel that that in itself makes their bond more unique, because Seven of Cups is also having options, having choices. So I feel that to me, this represents, to me, when I look at this, this is like the other members. Mingyu stands out from the other members because there is something about Mingyu that he sees in him that kind of helps him to get through whatever it is that he is going through. And when I look into his eyes, unlike Mingyu, I feel that that is someone that sometimes, like I said, have a whole lot going on. He have good days and he has bad days. Sometimes he has lows, he has highs, and he is not as confident as Mingyu. And that's where Mingyu comes in and kind of picks him up, gives him the boost he needs in order to make him feel good about himself. So when you have a friend like that, that kind of is like a booster to kind of keep you up when you're feeling low, when you're feeling down, that's a friend that you want in your life, right? And that's how I look at that. Now let's look over to the next energy that came out for them, the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is, again, to me, this is Wonwoo's energy when he's feeling down, when he's going through challenges, when he's going through whatever it is he's going through. Mingyu is there to lift him up. But at the same time, I feel that they both do, but I feel that Mingyu is like the warrior in his life, so to speak. And I feel that Wonwoo looks up to Mingyu in some way. He really has, or sees him in high regard. He really, really do. Because again, when he's hurt, when he's dealing with, even when it comes to maybe, I don't know if he's in like a romantic relationship, and I'm speaking about Wonwoo, but even when he's dealing with, let's just say, girl problems, again, I think Mingyu is there to kind of help him through that. Because the reason I say that is because we have here the Three of Swords, and we have here the Five of Swords. And so, to me, this is, again, pertaining to Wonwoo. I feel that when it comes to his life, outside of the group, that Mingyu is there to support him and to help him through those obstacles, to help him through if he is dealing with love issues. I think Mingyu is there to help him through it. And so again, I think when you have someone that is there to kind of help you through those times, it's very special. So in that essence, that's what makes their bond unique and different from the other members of the group, right? Now, we move over to the last energy. We have here the Ace of Coins. And to me, this kind of just sums it up. Have you heard, fellers, when, it's like homeboy, but also I think there's an expression that says, that's my ace. Like, that's my man, That's what I'm getting. So regardless of what other messages that this can be interpreted as in terms of the Ace of Pentacles, I am looking at it straight up for what it is by the illustration. I'm picking up that he looked at, and I'm speaking about Wonwoo, he looked at Mingyu as his ace, as his homeboy, more than any other members of the group, because he's there for him in every single aspect. And then to clarify that, we have here the Six of Wands and the Page of Swords. So this is what I'm saying. The Six of Wands is, this is now Mingyu's energy, because he's connected to fire element. So this is like, to me, he is very happy that Wonwoo how he feels about him, because he looked at him in such a reverence. He looked at him in high regard. So he's excited about it, right? He's very excited. But in retrospect, I feel that he also feels the same way about Ming. He feels the same way about Wonwoo, that in his own way, he is there for them, that their bond is mutual. It's just that in certain things, Wonwoo may just need that boost from Mingyu, but there are some things that perhaps when it comes to maybe when it comes to Wonwoo speaking the truth about something, maybe that's where he appreciates, that's where Mingyu appreciates what he sees about Wonwoo is that he's truthful. He speaks what he needs to speak, and he doesn't maybe hold back. Whereas maybe the other members, maybe, they're not speaking what needs to be done, but there is something about Wonwoo that is very truthful, and he tells him like it is. Like he don't sugarcoat anything. He just tells him straightforward. And that's what I think that makes Mingyu appreciate Wonwoo, and Wonwoo appreciates that boost of confidence that he gives him. So again, they both support and they give each other what one lacks. So what one lacks, they compensate for that, right, in one way or the other. And then as we close out, as I look down at the bottom of the energy of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. I feel that Mingyu defends Wonwoo at times. He comes to like his defense. It could be vice versa, but because this is Wands energy, I feel that this is Mingyu coming to Wonwoo's defense and in a situation. And maybe this is something that the other members don't do. Maybe they are off on their own clique. Maybe each of them are linked more closely with other members, and maybe there is like a distance between the other members when it comes outside of the group. Now maybe when it comes within the group, they all try to get along and work together, but it's almost like they have their pairs within the group, if that makes sense. When they are like not working together outside of the group, they have who they feel more closely connected to and that they truly bond with. So to answer your question, I feel into what I pointed out, that's what makes their friendship more unique and closer than the other members. Okay, because there is true brotherly love, just like I mentioned in my other request reading, that there's brotherly love. There is true love there. They really have love. And like I said, for me to even have gotten a little reaction earlier, feeling a certain way, I'm like, oh, that's very nice that they, it's good. Like I said, friendships is very hard to find, true, genuine friendships, because we can have a lot of friends, but then it comes down to, like the Seven of Cups, winding down, really who's in your corner, who's your ace, who's your homeboy, who's your homegirl, who is there for you, basically through thick and thin. That's what it is, right? And that's what I got, Rakia. So I hope I answered your question there. And anyone else who enjoyed this reading, send some fire to that thumbs button to give me a like. Please drop your comments to share your feedback. And until the next time, everyone, I'm wishing you a wonderful afternoon. Peace, love, and light. Bye.